Now flex, the livest one in the section. Fit the runner, boy, you nigga, no question. You would run a motherfucker high stepping. Hey, you never had a big enough weapon. Motherfucker never learned your lesson. I'm a 88 pack nigga, woof. I'm a 88 pack nigga, woof. I mean, day walker, drink blood, fangs out, full moon, motherfucker, change like a hoe, nigga. I'm just a nigga from the hood, tryna stack a little cheddar for the money.
Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. Lightweight, baby. It is time to bleed. Drew Titan Bronx on deck. Shout out to the mighty LDBC. Go on in, smash the like button. Be strong this Sunday, man. We got a lot of options this evening. I'm live. My brother Thomas and KG doing a big interview. You got options. I was just over there with my brother 503 Lines. We was cooking, man. We're gonna keep the pot of gumbo stirring, man. Let's do this roll call real fast. Yes, sir. Showtime Majors in the building. Salute. What the hell is wrong? Okay. Showtime Majors. Joe in the building. Farm Sniper. Nah, Gilbert. Combos with Cam. Salute Queen. Slim Hussein. Shogun. Black Gun Owners Magazine. My brother iRock over there on Rumble. Oh yeah, y'all make sure y'all make the lotto move to Rumble when I tell y'all. Oh man, I forgot to pin the damn. Give me a second. Hold on. My bad, y'all. My bad. I'm on the road. If you can't tell. If you can't tell, I'm on the road. Can't tell I'm on the road, but you know, the brilliant thing about technology is you can take your business with you. Yep, it's the brilliant part. So there we go. That is the Rumble link. And I make sure y'all head over there. If y'all on the Painful Excellence podcast, I'm multitasking. You know what I mean? So y'all make sure you head over to Rumble. Mr. Ishmael, Tim Harmon, salute. Glove's gonna come off a little bit. You know, again, YouTube don't deserve all of my talents. Welcome down, Van Houder. See you soon, good brother. See you soon. The weather's beautiful. Quan, salute. Prince Savage over there on Rumble, salute. Sam Mack, Willis brother. Prince Savage over there. Captain America, what's going on? Yeah, Sugar Free Mars is also cooking. That's my sis right there. Tay, how are you? Prince Savage, salute. Everybody cooking. I love it. Everybody's on one accord, talking about the sport that we love that don't necessarily love us back, but that's okay. See you over there on Rumble, salute. Bravo, salute. Smash the like button, come on in. Let's talk some boxing. I'm going to discuss this Fundora and Keith Thurman situation first. Keith Thurman's always game. I didn't pick him to win the fight. 6 years he's fought, like how many times? 3 times, 6 years or something like that. But those are the brothers and sisters that are saying, chill time, what up? Those are you brothers and sisters that were saying, you know, hey man, between ring rust and you know, whatever the hell else you were saying, let me be very clear when I tell you this. Whatever he got going on is a self-inflicted wound. You understand? Whatever he got going on is a self-inflicted wound. Y'all can hear me good? Let me know if y'all can hear me good. Come on, what up? Just to make sure y'all can hear me. know if y'all can hear me really good. Okay, thank you. All right. So Thurman is a self-inflicted wound, man. Whatever he got going on in his career, I don't even know where to rate him right now outside of gatekeeper. I mean, small salute. I don't know what to rate him outside of being the gatekeeper at this point. Not because he's not talented. Keith Thurman always been talented. You know, he stopped being one time when competition got a little better, and that's to be expected. Daquan, I'm gonna go there. I'm gonna go there. Don't worry about it. I'm gonna go there. I'm gonna go there because I just have questions. Monster Moose over there on Rumble. I'm gonna go there. I'm gonna go there. Don't you worry. Don't you worry. I'm gonna go straight over there. I just want to talk about Keith for a quick moment. Keith, this is a prime example, in my opinion, of being bigger. Thinking that you're bigger than what you are. Keith Thurman was en route of being a megastar. There were certain things he was supposed to do, and what you're seeing with him is, I'm not going to say he hasn't achieved anything, but he hasn't achieved what I thought he could achieve, and it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate. He did this to himself, 100%. He did this to himself, man. He did it to himself. I mean, look, man. He was supposed to fight Errol, man. He was supposed to fight Errol Spence, and win or lose, just do it, man. But he played games, you know. This is the problem. The business of boxing has these dudes so damn scared to miss an opportunity or mess up an opportunity to the point where it's just ridiculous. It's ridiculous, man. You guys got to do better than this. He literally pump faked himself and traveled. You know what he did with his career? He pulled a Chris Webber. Y'all know what I'm talking about. JC in the building. Yo, listen, man. Listen, man. Let me tell you something, man. If y'all don't go follow my brother JC, I'm not speaking to you anymore. My brother JC done messed around and put me in the vampire story, and I love it, bro. And I love it. JC, the storyteller. He's been telling these horror stories. It is flavor. Y'all need to go follow JC. He just sent me the link in 2 days. I got an origin story on there. I'm like, whoa, what? Yes, sir. Salute to my brother. Jimmy, what up? See y'all in the chat, man. Salute to y'all. Now look, man. Y'all remember when Chris Webber traveled and they ain't call it, but they still blew the game? And they still blew the game? I was like, damn, bro. I remember that. But Chris Webber goes into the draft, and he went on to have a pretty good NBA career. You know, salute to Chris Webber. You know, look. Keith Thurman is not a bum. It's just that he underachieved. He underachieved, and he played so much politics. And I'm going to tell you where he messed up. Well, the first thing he did was he didn't fight Errol. And he was supposed to give, you see, look, boxing is supposed to be a fraternity. He has no real malice towards Errol Spence, man, but you were supposed to help that brother eat, win or lose. And then when the roles reversed, he said, I am never fighting you, bro. I am never fighting you. And it should not be that way. You're supposed to break bread with these dudes. Now, when it gets personal, I mean, that's something else, but it was never personal between him and Errol. I don't think so. It was never that serious. Okay. All right. But look at him now. It came time for him to fight. It came time for him to fight Errol. Blew him off. My arm hurt. Had a car accident. And what happened later? Manny Pacquiao comes up, and then what happened? All of a sudden, he fights, right? And what happened in the Manny Pacquiao fight? That was the silliest thing I ever seen. He dropped him in the first round. Manny's like 54 years old. What are we talking about here? That is the worst thing I've ever seen. I'm like, man, oh my God, he's gonna get in here and lose to Manny Pacquiao, and then went in there with Mario Barrios. Then it was so disrespectful for Keith. They had him in there with Tank Mother effing Davis, and I said, look, all right, you got to draw the line somewhere. They're not disrespecting Keith like that, are they? And they were. They were. This was ridiculous. I'm like, oh boy. Out of nowhere, because he was supposed to fight Fundora a while ago. Something happened. Whatever happened. Now they finally fight last night. He effed around and get stopped. Now I watched the post. I watched the fight. And I watched the post fight. Look, man. I understand what he was saying, but what he was doing and what I saw in the ring, I'm not too mad at the ref for making that stoppage, because you know when you get popped and your head does the wobble when you're going backwards, that's something to watch, man. That's something to watch. You know, and I ain't too mad at the ref. I know Keith is a competitor when he wants to be. And look, man. Now look. Now I'm sure he made a couple of mil last night. I ain't gonna lose no sleep because, you know, I don't know all of you in the chat personally, but I'm gonna go on a limb and say I'm no millionaire. Keith Thurman is. And the funny thing is, he's gonna get more work. You know, I saw Jamel Charlo talking real slick last night. For some reason, I see him in the ring with Keith Thurman. I see that happening. That's going to be the funniest. Whatever, man. I'm gonna give Mel Charlo. I'm gonna give him an hour to himself. You know, I'm just sick of him right now. He's gonna sit down somewhere. But Keith did the best he could. But I'm not gonna brush off Fondora's win as a Keith Thurman being old and over the hill and messed up. I'm not going to discredit Fondora. I'm not. But let's talk about Sebastian Fondora. Let me ask you a question. Why isn't no one calling Fondora a weight bully? You know, I mean, how the hell are you 6'7", making 154? Now, if I get on here and I get on this campaign for the next month calling him a weight bully, something I'm not going to do. I'm just saying, if I did that, how many cats are going to run in here talking about, hey, man, he made the weight? Right. He made the weight. I don't even say, hey, he came in at 154. He had to be about 170, 180 on fight night. He looked it, but I don't care. So did Keith. Nobody calls him a weight bully. Look, man, it's not his fault that he grew that tall and he's that light in the ass. It's not his fault. If he made the weight, he made the weight. If he made the weight, he made the weight. That's it. But why isn't anyone calling him a 6'7", 154 pounder? You know he's supposed to be dunking a basketball somewhere, but ain't no one gonna say anything. And don't look now, man. What's going on with the PBC? What happened to the Premier Boxing? I'm sorry, the Premier Black Championships. Remember what happened to that? Word on the curb is word on the curb is Al's no longer in charge. And man, oh man. You see this Fondora guy? Yeah. You already know what they're about to do, right? You go ahead and throw Errol Spence in there with him if you want to. You go ahead and throw Jamel Charlo in there if you want. I don't see anyone talking about, yo, he's too big. He need to be at 175. He need to be in there with David Benavidez. But you know what? I'm about to open up that conversation. You know why? Ain't this the second fight in the world in a row he done bust someone face up? What's going on there? When he started doing that, I've seen him fight people in the pocket and they ain't get their face bust up. Who's that Spanish dude he fought? That dude had a crazy engine. And that was when Fondora was fighting like in the pocket, making me mad. Like, yo, dude, you're like 9 feet tall. You should be. He's fucking Dawson from Street Fighter. You should be popping that jab from across the ring. What are we talking about here? Who's that dude's name? Well, anyway, see what I'm talking about? Certain conversations are reserved for certain people. I could easily call this dude a weight bully. Easily. Nobody want to talk about that. That's cool, man. That's cool. I already know what I'm dealing with. He said Sagat. Tiger. And he hit Keith with the Tiger uppercut last night. I never seen Keith's face bust up like that. Yeah, big soldier, don't nobody talk about drug testing with the PBC with these guys. They don't. I've watched Sebastian bust dude's face up, but he's fought in the pocket toe to toe with a lot of people, and their face ain't get bust up like that. Yeah, but that's just me being me, right? I just want a fair sport. Were they on VADA? I mean, I don't know. I just never seen them do that before. But okay. All right. So for Sebastian Fondora is this newfound killer. Oh, by the way, when I say certain arguments only reserved for certain people, wasn't Brian Mendoza on that undercard? What happened, bro? What happened? Nobody says get it back in blood. Nah, I hear a lot of people saying, hey, man, he learned from that loss and he's better. Okay, run it back now. Nothing? That's what I'm talking about? That's what I'm talking about, right? Yeah, M. Banks, listen, this is the second fight in a row. I saw someone's face get busted up like that, bro. The next person that fights this guy, they need to be in there and checking those hand wraps. Yeah, I said it. Yeah, I said it. Yeah, Jimmy Bernard, I heard that they banned Blue from going up in there. Fuck the PBC. Real shit. Fuck them. Yeah. Look, man, they don't respect us. Respect them for what? What are we respecting the PBC for? What they do for us? Errol had to get away from them so he could fight Bud. Al Heyman told Bud, I'm not letting anybody near this fight. Hey, Tank fans, I know you watching. All right, meat riders, listen to me very carefully. PBC welcomed Canelo Alvarez with open arms, gave him millions of dollars, over 100 mil, with no promise of fighting David Benavidez. He was in, he was out, like a cheap hooker, and then went on to fight Bud with Turkey out of sheep. Old time Tank was there, y'all. But when I come on here and say, hey, man, they don't see value in Tank Davis, what's going on here? I look at me like I'm crazy. Terrific, right? Y'all don't see no value in Tank Davis? That's cool. But now they got Sebastian Fundora, and they threw this on an $80 pay-per-view. Y'all don't see the play? I gotta show y'all this. They're trying to revive the PBC with this Fundora kid. Now he done beat up Keith Thurman, who's a notable name, but he's never been stopped. His face looked like that. All right, K-Rod, salute. And now they got Jamel Charlo talking. Let me explain something to you. They're gonna try and make that fight. And right now at 54, ain't nobody beating Fondora, bro. They're not beating them. No one's beating them. Nobody's beating them. Even if it goes 12, you're not winning. This is their new golden child. They're leading with this. They're not ready to wave the white flag and get out of the business of boxing. They're going to try and lead with an anomaly. This kid is 6'7". He makes 154. I don't hear about him making weight. Nobody is saying at that height you should be fighting all the way up at 175 or cruiserweight at least. No one's saying that. Sebastian Fundora was John Muhammad from Detroit, from the mean streets of Detroit, Michigan somewhere, looking like this and fighting like this. They'd be like, nope, he need to be a heavyweight. Deontay is only 200 pounds. Look what he's doing. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. Certain arguments are reserved for certain people. So I'm pointing it out right now. When we're doing lives and he announces his next fight, and it's going to be from one of these dumb knuckle draggers from your city, USA, and you're going to see a lot of Fundora fanatics pop up. And I'm going to arm y'all with tools, all right? I'm just going to give you this one tool. You ready? Why he didn't get it back in blood with Brian Mendoza, who fought on the undercard? You see how people forget? Not even forget. See how people ignore it? Devin need to get it back in blood. He need to get it back in blood. He tried. Brian said no. He's still trying. And y'all allow Ryan to walk around saying that Devin ducked him? You see? Certain arguments are reserved for certain people. Yeah. I mean, look. His sister, she could fight. You know. And let me be very clear. The purpose is not to cut Fundora down, because he did what he was supposed to do. I said that thing about his hand wraps. I said that about anybody when they start cutting their damn face up out of nowhere. This is the second fight in a row he's bust someone's face up like that. I have questions, because he wasn't doing that when he was fighting blow for blow in the pocket. He wasn't doing that. But they're gonna tell me, oh, they're gonna give me the Sugar Hill. Oh, I taught him how to turn his punches. You gotta turn it. Man, shut up, bro. It's the second fight in a row this happened. And he's bust people in their face a lot more than he did Keith. A lot more. This is disgusting. No, I'm not ripping him a new one. I'm not, I'm not magically anti-Fondora. I just have questions. I'm not magically anti-Fundora. Listen, he can't help his height. He makes 154. I don't hear him crying about making weight. No, I'm just saying the problem's not Fundora. The issue is I see what the audience is doing or not doing. I'm watching it. I'm watching it. I'm looking right at it. This guy, when he fought Erickson Lubin, didn't Erickson Lubin come back late in the fight and drop him? Okay, Brian Mendoza knocked him out. No one is saying run it back. So the PBC got a hold of this kid. They say marketing. And they reset the game. The first thing they did was pull up Keith Thurman. The man is 37 years old. All right, there's a whole lot of things he was supposed to do, but he didn't do it. You know what I'm saying? He couldn't do it. So now he got the power of the PBC behind him. He's Latino. Let's go Latinos. Let's go, bro. Let's go with the marketing again. Let's do that. Let's go with the marketing. Let's do it. Delano, what up? Let's do it. Let's go with the marketing, and let's see what happens. There go my brother 503 in the building. Salute. That's a hell of a live. So Castro, I want y'all to read this. So Castro, whatever, says, y'all Nugas out of there y'all on Mexican farm, regardless of where, I'm reading the house written, y'all go up or down and wait. So you got a race soldier here. Y'all can go ahead and block him, you know. Didn't I tell you that the Fundora fanatics are going to start popping up? Now, this is the marketing right here. You see what I'm saying? Y'all deal with this. All you knuckle draggers that when it's a black fighter that we're speaking on their behalf and doing God's work out here. You know what I'm saying? I mean, y'all deal with that. Pinball salute. Y'all deal with that. Y'all deal with that. And they coming in here acting like we didn't see Fondora get knocked out. And when we thought Erickson Lubin was done, Erickson came back late in the fight and dropped him on his ass. But you know, you got a dude named Castro who can't write proper English. You may as well just type in Spanish, bro. Dudes can't read. It'll be a dude like that that can't spell or understand punctuation that will come back and say, yo, man, Blue Blood be clickbaiting. Nah, bro, you can't read. This nigga's so dumb, you're burning ice cream. Castro, your mama's so dumb. And when she jumped out a window, the bitch went up. I mean, what's wrong with you, bro? Sit down and watch boxing, dummy. What's wrong with you? Come on, man. What we talking about here? He says, y'all running from a 70-inch reach. Castro, this is how stupid you are. If you don't run from a reach, what do you want to do? Get caught by it? You see how stupid these dudes are? This is how, when the race soldiers come in here, this is how stupid, you know how stupid Castro is? This is how stupid he is. Watch this. This is how stupid it is. You ever ask these crackers, hey, man, you ain't like Obamacare? Nah, I don't like no Obamacare. I don't want no Obamacare. Okay, so what do you like? I like the Affordable Health Care Act. What? What? Let me get this straight. You don't like Obamacare, but you like the Affordable Health Care Act? Womp. Would you like a drink or a beverage? Would you like a soda or a pop? What are we doing here? Yeah, Castro, I know I got it. You know why? I'm talking boxing. What are you talking about? No, Castro, don't leave. Stay right there with your racism. I'm not on that. I'm not on that, bro. No, I'm not on that. See, this is what I'm saying, y'all. A new Fondora fan. He was not here when Brian Mendoza knocked the shit out of him. I was. You know what I said? Holy crap, how'd that happen? How'd that happen? How'd that happen? Now he's in there trying to talk about Ryan Garcia. Now we know that Castro's a racist. Now how you feel? Now everyone's looking at you, bro. You know what I mean? Come on. Now you're being a racist. Ryan's a drug cheat, a racist. What else you got, Castro? It's been done, bro. It's been done. It's been done. It's been done. You like Ryan Garcia? All of a sudden you're a Fondora fan. Where were you when I was talking up Fondora, Castro? And I'm talking them up tonight. I want those hand wraps checked though. But I ain't say he did. Keith Thurman got his ass kicked. So what are we talking about it? What are we talking about, Castro? What are we talking about? Where were you when Brian Mendoza knocked out Sebastian Fondora? And he ain't even running back. Mendoza fought on the undercard last night. What are we doing? What are we doing, Castro? What do we do? Come off the racist stuff and talk some boxing, brother. Where were you when Sebastian Fondora got knocked out? That's Latino versus Latino. I did a video on that. I said, holy smokes. I ain't see that coming. So can you talk boxing, Castro, or do you want to come in here and just be a racist? What are you? What are you doing, dude? What are you doing? Tell me what you're doing. Everyone's looking at you. Everyone's looking at you. My brother, coach of the truth tellers, Coach Hudson in the building. What are you doing, Castro? Hey, coach, look at this dude, Castro. Came in here on some racist stuff. I'm talking boxing. He's talking race. Castro, where were you when I talked about Brian Mendoza upsetting Sebastian Fundora? And why isn't Sebastian Fondora running it back with the guy that knocked him clean out? Your thoughts? You're bringing up all the black names. Fine. Great. None of them beat him. You can say that. But he did not beat Brian Mendoza. You know what I see? This is the same thing when Lomachenko lost to Salido. I said run it back. Hey, Castro, I was speaking up on the behalf of the Latino. I said, run it back with Orlando Salido. You know what the racist Ukrainians told me? Loma, he won the last 5 rounds of the fight. And Orlando Salido, he cheated. He hit low. I said, fuck it, run it back. They said no. Castro says, these new fighters you praise ain't on that. What fighters do I praise, Castro? Because obviously you watch me in dark. You one of those. But you think because Fondora had a pretty good performance, you can come in here and do what, bro? This is the strong house, bro. We stronger than this. What are you doing, bro? Who's talking about Thurman? I just cut Thurman's ass and told the truth about him the first 10 minutes of the show. What are you doing, bro? I just said he's damn near a gatekeeper. So what are you doing? What are you talking about, dude? What do you want to get off? What are you doing? What are you doing? Stalling, Heinen, you got a lot on your mind. Now you're saying Rollies name. What are you doing, bro? Wait, hold on. Before you go any further, young man, how old are you, bro? I'm 50 years old, bro. Am I arguing with a child? I'm not even arguing. I'm just listening to you. You just came in here. You kicked the doorman. You flapping your gums. We're trying to have a conversation here. And you just come in here. You're racist. And then you try to bait me with talking about Ryan Garcia. And what are you doing? What do you hope it? What's your end game? What are you trying to do, bro? Tell me what you're trying to do. What are you trying to do? I'm giving you time. What are you trying to do? What are you trying to do? Nobody's blocked you or nothing. I've extended you a lot of courtesy. I didn't say anyone to block you or no smoke. Salute. I asked you a question, Castro. I've let you say all of this rude and disrespectful things. I'm talking boxing. You came in here swinging with this race stuff. All right. So extend me the same courtesy. How old are you? How old are you, Fidel Castro? BFTB, my brother in the building. Oh, he done saw BFTB, so he's on 10 now. Castro, how old are you, man? Let's just do this. I'm gonna say you about 17 years old. You 17, bro? Castro clicked your link and he was ass naked. Castro, you ain't 42 because you can't spell. You can't be 42. I don't believe you. I don't believe you. Castro, you clicked BFTB's link and you was naked? That's what you did? Hold on. You was ass naked, Castro? You one of those? Castro. Come on, man. You, first of all, you got an avatar of a little boy with his shirt off and it fitted on your channel. And you're clicking links naked. That's what you're doing, bro? Who's that little boy? Who's that little boy? Are you clicking links and being naked, bro? You just started your channel March 10th of 2026. So what are you doing? So you're a 42-year-old race baiter. And you said you tried to shit on my show? Well, that's a fail. Nobody with a channel that just started like March 10th with a little boy in the avatar which is suspect in itself, could ever shit on me. So are you a pedophile, or are you a homosexual? What's going on with you? And you're a 42-year-old trying to disrupt what we got going on around here. So since you can't, have a conversation about boxing, ladies and gentlemen, this is how you handle a grown adolescent. This is how you handle it. You don't need to, get hyped and deal with it. You see how he's typing, and he watches me. He's watching me right now. So thank you for the views. Y'all can go ahead and hold on. Wait a minute. Wrench Gang. You already know what time it is.
Come on!
Don't that feel good? Bye, Castro. Go back to the YTBZ with the rest of the races. The rest of the races. Go back to the YTBC. That's why the LDBC exists. Yeah, BF. I figured he's one of those dudes. This is probably the same dude that got at Greg Hackett. And this is what we tell YouTube, that this is what we deal with. These homosexuals that have they have problems with black people, and if they're Latin in particular, anytime a Latin person gets one off on a black fighter, they get one off. I mean, they literally skeet in their pants. They be leaving the goddamn walking in the street with half your pants stuck to your leg. It's disgusting, bro. What are you doing? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we too smart, BF, man. We too smart for this nonsense, bro. I could drop a link and Castro will click it. You'll never get on here, bro. These dudes literally, this is what I'm saying. These dudes literally don't like anything that we do. And instead of leaving us alone, they come and hang out. This ain't no shade to Fondora. And I'm telling you this much, this is organized confusion. Because a lot of these clowns, YouTube allows it. Some of these clowns work for YouTube. This is probably the same dude that when he was backstage, I wouldn't let him up. He turned his camera on, he's flashing his little pink cock. Looked like a pigtail. What grown man flashes his cock to another grown man? This dude.
¡Ay, Miguel! ¡Miguel!
Dude, you be in a hot dog eating contest with no buns.
¡Ay, Miguel! ¡Miguel!
Y'all see the link pinned at the top? Yeah, Castro, you might as well click it too. You're going to be over there just to get blocked. I know, but we about to go to Rumble because I said what I had to say about Fondora, but I'm about to jump in this Itauma and James Franklin situation. Y'all want to go over there for that. Head to Rumble right now. Go to Rumble right now. I'm done with the Fondora. Fondora kicked Keith Thurman's ass. Good job by Fondora. Check those hand wraps, though. I don't think anyone's beating him at 54. I guess Xander Zayas is a great option, but we'll see. Good luck, Boots. You're going to have to face that if you can get past Xander Zayas, and I don't know how he's going to do it. I'll be rooting for Boots. I will be rooting for Boots. But this is a tall order, and I mean that literally. Go to Rumble right now. The link is pinned at the top. If you're on the Painful Excellence podcast, go to Rumble. I'm on my MacBook. I didn't pull up the other window. But go to Rumble right now. Go to Rumble right now. We're closing up shop here. Go to Rumble right now. Go to Rumble right now.